Thank you. Actually, I changed my my talk this morning because yesterday we were talking about passion. And I'm not really passionate about capital as in money. But Arjen said, I want you to talk about something that has your passion. So I brought some books with me. And though I'm a digital guy, I'm exploring the means of the information and network society and emerging technologies and what happens to us as human beings and organizations. But still, I love books. I love the smell of books. I love the feel of books. I love the attention they give me, being there for me and being mine. So I thought, I asked somebody yesterday, what was the last time you did something for the first time? Because that's a really nice question to ask yourself. What was the last time you did something for the first time? And I thought, well, I never did a talk with books, so why not? Let's stretch it a bit. And at the end, we're going to talk about pitches. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to make this stretch, but let me begin with abundance. Any of you read this book of Peter Diamandis, Abundance? It's a great book. It's about how the future is better than you think, and it's about technology, about how neurotechnology, nano, 3D, 4D printing, photonics, robotics, AI, deep learning, machine learning, and all this stuff can get us into abundance of energy and food, nutrition, products, information, and that's really cool if we take the right decisions. But there's maybe a little downside, because for startups, if there's an abundance of all this stuff, how do you keep away from being a commodity? Because if something gets digitized, it can be copied and will be distributed very fast. So I think that's a bit of a trick, how to stay ahead of the competition in all this abundance. The other thing that's really interesting about abundance is the economics side of it, because economics is the science of scarcity goods, and when things get abundant, how about economics? That's if you look at the sharing economy, for instance. I myself can listen to all kinds of music for €7 a month on Spotify, and you are not able to listen to more music when you pay €100,000. So where's the business model and where's the economics in that? Where's the transaction we used to make? Look at Wikipedia. I mean, could we imagine 20 years ago that somebody would say we are making an encyclopedia made by people who are maybe not fit to make it, not controlled by a certain centralized company, and you know what? We're going to give it away for free to everybody in the world, and there's no business model. We would say, what's that? So commodity is one thing, but nowadays we have to cope with altruism also, because the technology gives us a way to decentralize altruism and organize it for free. That's a problem, because there are a lot of people. It's not a problem. I think for society it's really great, because if it's not all about money and it's about access and abundance, it's great, right? And the funny thing is, if you ask people to do things they're passionate about, they usually do the right stuff, because otherwise Wikipedia wouldn't be this successful. Does anybody know this book, The Starfish and the Spider? It's a really interesting book if you want to know more about the laws of the information and network society and how informative organizations work, like Wikipedia or the AA, for instance, or a community I founded 4 years ago called Permanent Beta. And Permanent Beta is a community that's about connecting digital natives with social innovators. And we have a community of about 4,000 people. We organized about 1,000 meetups in Holland and also in Cape Town. And the interesting part is we did it with no money. and no paperwork. Because those two things are exactly the things that keep us from going into the next stage. When people ask me what are the biggest problems in this era, normally it's money or hassle, because we're used to solving problems by adding more money or adding more rules. And now more rules aren't getting us maybe to the next stage. So, what does this have to do with your pitch? Well, if everything is a commodity, or it's going to be, and you know that people take decisions more by their gut feeling than by their intellect, then you better prepare your pitch well to get attention and shoot people in the heart. And most pitches are about figures, business cases, and stuff like that. But I think most real pitches are about how you make people feel. For instance, do you know that the only thing that I think won't be abundant, that will be human attention. Human attention can't be digitized yet, can't be copied, can be freely distributed. So if you do a pitch, you better be doing it very good. I'll give you my 4 rules for a good pitch. Always be aware that it's about 2 things. It's about pain or ambition. You're solving somebody's pain or you're enabling an ambition. And if you can't let people buy into this pain or this ambition, why are you talking anyway? The second thing is people have to believe that your solution is the right solution. So you have to tell them about the benefits and not only about the features. The third thing, people have to believe that you're the guy who's going to do it. You have the passion, you have the network, and well, you gave them the right feeling because you're going to be the guy who's going to do it. And the fourth is you have to be very specific in what you're asking. And I think it's not only money that you're asking. The only thing I hear today is we need this money, we need this money, we need this money. But if you're thinking about the new laws of this era that we're entering, of networking and information abundance and goods abundance, and so it's not all about money. It's more about attention, about the right network, about organizing, and about reaching out to people. So, if you like to read a book about this, I would recommend Rework, written by 37 Signals, and it's written like a real good coder writes his code. Every word is in its place. Nothing more than needed. And if you want to know more about this altruistic, decentralized altruistic behavior of people, you're all welcome to go to one of the free meetups of Permanent Beta. And if you would like to share something and share for the sharing and not share for the getting, then you're all invited. Thank you very much.